first webinar with us. You can pop in any questions in the chat option or the Q&A button just at the top of your screen there. We've done previous webinars on the membership platform itself. So one before Christmas, one last month, and this is another live one now as well. So we're going to be covering the same topics. So if you need to hop off at any point, we're going to be recording this one, but the old recordings are also available here as well. A good thing to note is we have a new support section. So if you go onto the membership platform and click on user guides, this will essentially bring you to all the support documents and guides and videos that are here. So it starts off with just you're getting started, the basics. So these are all really common guides that you might want to look through. A big one that'll be coming up is the transfer window, so how to complete transfers. And then as well, any old recordings, so like the recording from the January webinar is there as well, and any kind of any of the latest user guides are going to be populated here for you. Also handy in case you have any kind of your own members getting in touch, there is a section here for member user guides. So if anyone is having any trouble renewing or adding a new membership to their account, like another family member or anything like that, all the basic guides are there then as well. So free to use. So what we're going to go through today are how new members can join your club, renewals, the different tools available for you here, how to add club products and discounts, and as well as our built-in fundraising and communication tools. I'll just double check you can all see the screen here. I think we had some technical difficulties last time. I think it got stalled on one particular slide. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to be sharing my screen for the whole thing with our test club on the platform itself to do all the live demos. So you kind of get the kind of most value add in terms of not looking at screenshots. So yeah, like that, feel free to hop off or ask any questions at any point, and we'll be sending around the recording of this then as well. So this is our test club for the day. So what we'll go through first is essentially how new members can join your club. As of this week, there's actually been a small update here too. So essentially, if you go into your well, I think the main kind of protocol, if someone is joining the club, they can go through the Athletics Ireland website, and there's this find club option. So essentially they can search for any club here based on the club type, the region, or by county. And on the club page, this is been it's been given a small update the last while, just in terms of like your banner, your club logo will be there, your contact details, links to join the club, renew. So this is really handy, for example, if you don't have a club website, you just have maybe a Facebook page or a, any kind of other social media channels. It'll basically, this link here will be really handy to kind of share on your other platforms, for new members to join directly. So they don't have to try as hard to find you online. In this page now as well, now that's been updated, it will show any of your upcoming permitted events. And as well, if you have your social media channels, these are going to be pulled in here as well. So to update this and to customize it yourself, or we can help you customize it as well, this is done in your club profile section. So all your general information, this is what's pulled into your club page. So your name and the description, and it gives you a link to your club page here as well. So this is our test club. Again, won't look as nice as all the proper clubs. But you can see here the main information is pulled in there. So your logo, your banner image. If you don't want this to be visible publicly, you can click on the hide club public page. You can do that for any reason. You can also customize it with a custom color. This is totally optional. If not, it will just be the Athletics Ireland green by default. Your contact number, the website, and is optional, and the same then you have other links so you can optionally populate there. So your Facebook page, we added in a club gear URL as well. So if any of you are selling any kind of club merchandise on like a separate kind of Shopify or any kind of other site, that can be linked in here too. So basically makes your club page a one-stop shop really for everything there. I think we've had a few more people join, so just to recap, if you have any questions as we go along, you can pop them in the chat box or the Q&A option at the top of your screen there. This is a repeat live webinar, essentially, of our previous membership tool webinar in before Christmas and last month as well. So we have the recording online, so this session will be really good, you know, if you have gone to the previous webinars, if you just want to ask any questions. I should see them as they come in, so I can get to them if you pop any in there, but I'll go through them in the end as well. So this is for new members. So essentially, if a member applies to join your club, essentially, they will appear in your approval section. You can click in to view the order and just click on approve or decline. If you've approved a member, it sends them an email to say that they've been approved, and they will be moved to members in payment. So as soon as you approve them, they're going to be getting a link to pay their membership fees. For clubs that are using the platform fully and are have their club product set up on here as well. They can pay for the club product and the federation charge as well, all in the one transaction. So it makes it a really streamlined process. As well, this is all done through Stripe, so the funds are going to go to you in real time through Stripe as well. So we can go through that process as well. So other sections in your club profile section, so just to start from the very start and work our way across, in your membership settings, this is where you will manage your collection type. So for any clubs that do want to switch and become fully used to the platform, let us know and we can change you over here as well and go through the process. Especially now at this stage, I think there's a lot of kind of members that are renewed for the year already for a lot of people. So by default, you're going to see your 2024 products, and you can go back and view your 2023 ones as well, but you can't edit these. It's just so you can go back and have a look. So there's 2 products set up here already and a few discounts as well. So just to show you the setup here. So to set up a new product, you're going to click on Add New Product, and the product name. And this can be whatever you want. This is what's going to be publicly visible for anyone registering for the club. So we'll say 7 to 12-year-olds. You can restrict this for different age groups. So if you do have any extra age restrictions, again, these are totally optional. But for some clubs, for example, if you don't take, you know, juveniles under 7, it would be a good example to push the age limits for the product in the product name, just so the person knows at the time what they're signing up for. In terms of the date of birth restrictions that would be on that. The price, again, this is totally up to you to set it. You don't need to include the federation fee. So for example, if I set this price as €20, that €20 is payable to you directly, and the federation fee for Athletics Ireland, so I think it's 15 for juveniles, that goes directly to Athletics Ireland. So the total price for the member would be 35 euros essentially, but the €20 is going directly to you. For the online transaction, there is a fee of 4.5%. So you have the option to add this on, which 99% will do. But you have the option to absorb it. So for in this example, if it's added on, the person will be paying €20 plus 4.5%, so probably another euro. We'll have to check my maths. But if you want to absorb this fee, the 19 or 18 euros will be going directly to you instead. The year will be defaulted to the current year, so 2024, and you can set your online sale date. So say, for example, I don't want this to go on sale until the 1st of March, and I want to stop on the 19th of November, say. And then again, the age we'll do it as 7 to 12 years old. The available quantity, so that this essentially, if you want to only have, say, 100 juvenile members in your club and cap it at that, you'd put the 100 in here. And this would be given that you just have 100 of this particular product type. So if you have multiple juvenile products, it might be worth spreading out, say 50 of this product and 50 of the other juvenile product, or however way you want to split it. So I'm going to click on save. So you'll see now this is after being added to my product list. This isn't active yet because I had the 1st of March set as my online sale dates. So again, just this is a kind of a quick view in terms of you'll be able to kind of easily see what products are currently available for people when they're renewing. If you've decided you want to change anything, and you can click on edit and go back in and update any of these details here as well. I'd recommend not deleting any of the products because obviously I don't think you'd be allowed regardless of the platform, because if you have members that have already bought the product, obviously we still need to have that on record there as well. Any questions on club products so far? I think a common query, I think last year, was about family products. So essentially all the products are on the system have to be done on an individual level. So in terms of the family products, this is where group discounts come in really handy. So I'm going to create a group discount here just to explain. So essentially, you have all your products set up. So realistically, there's going to be juvenile and senior product types. So for family specific products, family rates might be slightly different to your general member rates, or they're more competitive. So for example, if I want 2 seniors, so say 2 adults and 3 children, the total price that that person or that family should be paying is €170. So say, for example, I want them to pay 150 instead of 70 or 170 instead. So there's a few things to note with this. So for this to be applied automatically, they would need to be renewing all together. So for example, if I log in with my Leanne at eventmaster.ie email address, all those memberships would need to be within my account. So it would need to be the same email address on all those memberships in order for them to show in my account, for me to be able to renew them all together. So they'd need to be renewed in the same transaction. So this is how it's automatically applied. If, for example, I've renewed myself and 2 of the kids now, but I want to add an additional child later in the year, I can show you guys how you can override the prices as well for certain renewals and new applications. So this is basic overview of the product and the discount settings. I think it's easier to do them by, well, it's the kind of the same either way, but if you have multiple different product types, you can do it by product either, but by category it just pulls in all your products automatically for you. Any questions so far? I don't see any in the chat box yet, so I'll keep going. Your club officials, again, this is our test club. But again, if you need to add or edit any club officials throughout the year, you can do that here. And just to note, if you do add or update any club officials here, they will automatically have access to the club system. So they'll be able to see and manage all these different areas automatically. In the financial settings, this is where you'll add your Stripe account. And we now have a club fundraising section as well. So for any clubs that are using the platform for their club collection, this is an added benefit for you guys now here as well. So I'll go through that probably more at the end, and we'll focus more on the membership tools for the start. So your club member section, again, this is probably the area you might use the most. By default, this will show you all your active members. But if you click on all members, you'll be able to see any other members that are up for renewals. So you can renew people individually here. So I'll just do my own test one here and click on the renew button. You'll have to select the two different product types. So the federation and the club. You'll need to all their membership information will automatically be pulled in automatically. I have multiple test ones in the system now. But for example, so as you've seen here, there's multiple test ones in at the moment. So if you wanted to add in any other members, you could just click on renew another member and select them. If you want to override the price. So again, I think this is a really handy one for if you have any kind of coaches or volunteers or anyone you'd like to be able to register for free or for like a much or any kind of reduced rate. You can renew them manually yourself by going through this process if it's just the one person, and say if I want this to be say €5 instead of €55. I'll put in the price that I want the membership to be for that specific person and click on override price. I have multiple people now in this order as test, but essentially once you're happy with that, you will click on send order, and that will essentially send a payment link to a specific email address. So again, this is more so good for individual renewals. I just have a load in my cart. Let's clear it there and we'll go back. So basically, so yeah, for that would be the individual renewal flow. But for the multi-renewal then, this is really good if you want to renew like that, any kind of family that wants to renew together. For example, but they might have different, you know, memberships in different places. So yeah, essentially then, so I'll show you here. By default, it will pull in all your kind of more recently lapsed members. So for these ones here, they're all like 2022 and 2023. So if you click on this top checkbox here, it will automatically select all the members. But you can just click certain ones that you want as well. So you can search here as well. So you might be searching by, say, like a last name. You might be able to tick all the family members that way. Again, this is our test club, so it has limited members. So once you've selected your different people there, I'm just click on renew members. Again, you're going to select the product type, proceed. And again, the process is the very same. So I'm going to override the price here. So again, you can set it to any amount you want. So I click on override, it sets it at €10. And if I click on override, I can also set it as complimentary. So this will set it as a 0 or a free club payment. So again, very same process. You're going to send the order and just send it to whatever email address that person that wants to pay is. Or alternatively, you can proceed to checkout, and this will ask you for card details. So for example, if you were happy to take payment over the phone by somebody, or they were standing in front of you at training or anything like that, and you can do it for them there and then if you want to enter in their details. In terms of renewals, I think the quickest and the easiest way, I think there's for the most part there's a lot of renewals gone through already, but this is a good one. So to send out, in the examples we saw there, you'd be sending a payment link just to one email address. But for the email renewal invites function, this basically will send individual emails to individual members. So for example, if I had say 200 members in the club and I tick this box, it's going to highlight all the members, and there's going to be 200 emails sent. So I'll get my renewal link for my membership, and my friend Susan down the road is going to get her link to renew her individual membership. So again, the quickest way, you're just going to go to the communications tab at the top of your screen. The renewal invites option is the very top one here. Again, you can tick all or just tick some members and click on proceed. So you can preview what it looks like. You can add in any custom text. I'll do the preview here. Probably open up in a different window, I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. So if you scroll down, the preview is down here, so it'll pull in your club logo. It'll say, dear member, your custom text will be added in first, and then it'll give the details of the person to renew, and then a link to click there to renew their membership. So you can send this email straight away. So to do that, you click on send now. Or else if you want to say schedule it for a specific date, you can just select the date from the different options there then as well. Any questions so far on the renewals? I think that's like the biggest and kind of quickest and easiest way to send out the renewal invites, especially if you want them to go to the separate emails. There's just only different. So yeah, we've done new members, renewals, products and discounts. To stay in the communications tool, and you can send out your own newsletters as well at any time during the year. So to do this, I'm going to go into the next one down from the renewal invite, so email templates. Again, we have a lot of test ones there. I'll do add new email template. So the name of the template is just for you to manage yourself, and the subject is the subject line of the email itself. So if I have those two here, so you have your different options, so you can just drag and drop the different items. So for example, if I click on the image, I can upload any images from my computer to add in as a banner. I'm just going to click on delete there. If you need to go back, you can drag and drop in any text box, and then you can just type in your text there. A handy one. So for example, if you've written out your email in Word and you just want to copy and paste it in, again, that works as well. So I'll just do this one here. So once you're happy, you can click on save, and it'll appear in your list. And you can go back in and edit it, and you can even send a test email to yourself. So if you want to see what it looks like visually before you send it out, you know, it'll send the test email to you. You just need to type in the email there. Okay. And then as well, once you're happy, then you can click on run and schedule. So it'll give you the kind of built-in options here. So all active members, juvenile members, senior members, non-renewed members for different years. So again, you can you don't need to break down any kind of big Excel lists and all that, managing the different members and their kind of contact preferences. So very similar again, you can click on send now, or you can schedule that to go out on a specific date as well. So yeah, that's those ones. And if you go into the newsletter runs as well, this will basically show you the status of the newsletters being sent. So you can just click in and view the kind of logs of the email addresses that the email was successfully sent to. In the custom emails, this has been added in here as well. So for example, I must actually update this to the user guides on the support page as well. But yeah, this will be a custom confirmation email. So after a person joins the club and pays their membership for the first time, they'll get you can customize this email that goes to them automatically. So we can see here it will be enabled, or you can disable it as well. So for example, this could be any information in terms of training or any kind of club policies or anything like that as well that you'd like to make the new members aware of. So again, this is just a once-off confirmation email you can customize. But in terms of any kind of different or once-off information, the newsletter template there would be the best one to use. Any questions so far? Feel free to pop them in there. We can go through them. Perfect. So for the fundraising, we had a separate, there is a full webinar on this available as well from just last year, and we've made a good few additions to it as well. But again, for any clubs that are using the platform fully and are collecting the club memberships on the platform as well, you'll see the club fundraising tab. So when you go in here, you can click in to get kind of more information on the fundraising, or you can access the fundraising portal. So when you come in here, you'll see you have a club page. So the first step you'll need to do, this one's already been set up, but you'll just need to fill in some basic information about your club. And you'll be brought in here. You'll need to connect your Stripe account so you can receive donations. So this is done in real time during with Stripe as well. So a lot of clubs have been finding it really useful in terms of, fundraising for travel or different club improvements or equipment or anything like that as well. So I can pop in the link to the kind of full fundraising webinar to this call as well. But this is essentially you'll all have a club fundraising page. So again, this is fully customizable as well in terms of like your club description, your club name, your logo, any kind of custom colors. So it just means at any time of the year, your local community or club members can donate directly to you, or they can create a fundraising page. So again, this will all have like your logo and your branding as well. But they can create a fundraising page with just their name, their email address. They can upload any of their own custom images. I think some clubs already have just set up fundraising pages for particular causes within the club, and everyone just donates to that specific fundraising page as well. So yeah, it's fully customizable, and again, a really handy tool in terms of funding the club and different initiatives there as well. Yeah, any questions on the fundraising or any of the other topics there? Don't think there's any coming through. If you want to set up a different call or anything like that with any of the team, or if there's any specific questions you want to go through with your club specifically, obviously this is just our test club, but if there's any kind of common queries you're getting or anything you'd like to run through, just let us know. I think we'll be doing more webinars in the future as well on different topics. So if there's a particular area that's of interest and that you think would be beneficial, let us know. And again, if you have any feedback or kind of any kind of new ideas to add to the platform that would work for you, then of course send them on to us as well. Um, in the reports tab, does the unregistered box refer to the previous year's members that have not registered yet, or what does the figure denote? Yes, so the unregistered would be the unrenewed members essentially, John. Perfect. I don't think there's any other questions after coming through there. We might finish up like that. If there's anything you'd like to go through specifically, just let me know. I can pop you over. We can set up a call, or I can pop you over any kind of other support materials or do a one-on-one or anything like that as well. But thanks so much for joining us, guys, and I hope you have a lovely evening.